Welcome back to the Jabronis show for the real preseason. The preseason is over. We saw the Hall of Fame game. Now we're into the preseason. Or no, we're done with the preseason. We're into the preseason. And hopefully the season will start soon. So coming up this weekend. Oh, Garett's back on the show. Gotta keep track
What
of where we
up?
are. Welcome back.
Garett did
Hardly
win.
see my hands, but
Garett won this week's contest. If you want to be on the show, make sure you're quick in the DMs every week and share our post.
Exactly. Garett was the guy. He only found out today that he won the contest, but he's
yeah,
excited
Kevin
to be
didn't
here.
DM me in time. I found out an hour before the show.
No,
Nice,
me and
nice.
you talked about it.
When?
You did.
Oh,
Want to
shit.
bet? Check your DMs, asshole.
All right, I will.
Check the DM.
Speaking of returners, Jaxon, one of our actual hosts, is back
What up? What up?
with
Good
the
to be
mullet.
back.
Welcome.
Yep, Mullet's always back.
So we're all excited
Oh.
about this preseason slate, because like we said last time, the baseball season just ain't doing it. WNBA is kind of cool, They all fist fight and whatnot. Still a joke from Shane Gillis.
And you can throw dildos on the court and make money off
I
it.
seen that, dude.
That's so funny.
Did you send me that?
Oh,
Yeah, I did.
$5,000 on blue.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Let's
That's
do it.
so
Garett, you don't
funny.
mind getting banned from the WNBA for life. Let's do it, baby.
I will easily get banned. And also, I have a cannon, so we don't need to buy no $200 seats. We can buy nosebleeds for $4.
Hail Mary to center court. Dude, we gotta get a suction cup one, so it just like,
Come on, you gotta say Angel's heads up.
yeah, she won't catch it. Well,
Yeah.
yes. Preseason football. Enough shit talking women's sports. They deserve representation, boys. Jets, Packers, Chiefs, Cardinals, Broncos, Niners, Dolphins, Bears. Those are the 4 games we're looking at. Obviously, we're only going to see little tidbits of the actual starting squad. But like Kevin said last week, there's still a lot of excitement in this preseason. People are fighting for their livelihood. The pads are popping. There's good hits that get laid down, like better than you'll see in the season, because they're all protect my body in the season, and preseason they're like, get me a fucking contract. So it should be good. But coming up first, we got the Jets and the Packers on Saturday at 5 p.m. Garett, you're our Packers fan. I don't know much about the Jets this preseason other than Justin Fields and new head coach Aaron Glenn. What do you have to say about this
Fields
match?
got hurt.
He got hurt?
All I really know about the Jets is
Yeah.
Justin Fields sprained his toe. What was that, like the second week of camp?
Mm-hmm.
So Justin Fields is just in Fields, feeling that toe. But as far as the Packers
Not
go,
bad.
I mean, Jordan Love, appreciate it. Jordan Love obviously is going to be our starting quarterback for the year. Josh Jacobs, the running back. Those are 2 very obvious positions. So they're going to play 2-3 drives max during the preseason games. But on the other hand, our wide receiver room is 12 deep right now. Call that cheaper by the dozen wide receiver 2s. Make it rain, baby. But as far as I'm concerned, we do have probably 4 wide receivers locked in for the year. And those are going to be Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, Savion Williams, and Romeo Dobbs, 2 of which we spent a first and a third round pick on in this year's draft. Now, the reason I didn't say Christian Watson is I fully believe he's going to start this year on the physically unable to perform list, the PUP list, and eventually we'll be able to move him onto the active roster. But to start the year, I think he's going to be on that, and that doesn't count towards the 53. The last 2 spots, I fully believe, are going to be somewhere between McCole Hardman and Dontavian Wicks. McCole Hardman comes from the Chiefs, has a couple Super Bowls, but Ethan and I kind of talked about this earlier. He was on the team. Was he a huge contributor? No. Did he catch a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl? Pretty sure, but at least he has some kind of veteran experience. Obviously, he's not a Antonio Brown in his prime. He's not Randy Moss coming to a different team looking for a ring, you know? But he can bring something, a veteran experience to that wide receiver room, which we really don't have. I think Jaden Reed is in his third year, and that's the oldest one besides McCole Hardman. So besides that, we have a bunch of field fillers, take a NASCAR term for you, for the rest of the wide receiver room. Malik Heath, he's been on the team before. Don't think he's going to make the cut this year. Cornelius Johnson, Isaiah Nayer, Will Shepard, Julian Hicks. I don't see them making the 53 unless they really absolutely ball out during the preseason. And even one of the wide receivers we did have in our on our depth chart going into preseason, Bo Melton, switched over to cornerback this year to try to help out on that position of need as we let go of three. Yeah, he switched to cornerback.
Defense?
And he switched his number and everything. He's trying to help fill a void that was left by, I think, 3 or 4 of our cornerbacks left this offseason. Jair Alexander, obviously big name, went to the Ravens. We just didn't want to pay him $20 million a year to play 3 games. So our starting cornerback right now is going to be Carrington Valentine. And we just re-signed Corey Ballantyne. Don't get those names mixed up. But the third on the depth chart is Bo Melton, and I think he has a very viable shot at making the team as a cornerback because we didn't make a splash in free agency for cornerback. Obviously, we still have pretty good everywhere else. I mean, our free safety, Xavier McKinney, had to be safety of the year last year, in my opinion. 5 picks in his first 5 games. We have Keyshawn Nixon also in the cornerback spot, but he's mostly going to be punt returning. He had flashes last year, but his speed's not quite up to where we need for a CB1.
Bro, that's gotta scare you, dude. Your 3 and 4 cornerback are not even people that play that position.
Yep. It absolutely terrifies me.
What is this Moneyball Green Bay?
In the division.
Hopefully we can. Yeah, honestly, Moneyball is a great shout because we're balling on a budget and trying to prove to the league that we can do it without the top paid players at each position. But really, the only other real position battle I can see for this year is going to be one of our defensive end spots between Lucas Van Ness and our second round pick, Baron Sorrell. Honestly, Lucas Van Ness needs to get a fire lit under his ass because he's had a couple years and hasn't had a lot to show for it. With a new draft pick coming in, he could easily take over by midseason. That's my opinion on how the Packers are shaping up for this preseason. I'm excited to see where the cuts are made.
I'm interested to see what you think of Jordan Morgan. I remember when we were watching the draft last year, you were real skeptical of him. Tackle out of Arizona. Let's be honest, no one had really heard of him. And he was hurt for most of last year, right?
He was hurt for most of last year, and when he did play, he was good, but I mean, nothing flashy. He wasn't a David Bakhtiari, you know? But he only was a rookie last year. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see if he progresses. Obviously, our line is probably one of the best in the league because of just the insane depth that our line coach has been able to build around it. I mean, Elgton Jenkins can play every single position, and now he's shifted over to center, so that opens up a spot for Jordan Morgan. I mean, maybe he's still 6th on the depth chart. And he's still 2nd for left tackle, behind Rasheed Walker. So maybe he gets a chance, maybe he doesn't. But if he does, I would love to see him progress and build a stronger line for the future.
All right, I'm going to step in here. Enough about this random lineman. I bet 1% of our viewers know who we're talking about.
Yep.
And that's Kevin. From last year.
Do you think we're going to see any starters in this game?
Like I said, probably 2 to 3 drives max, and then most of the starters are getting pulled, except for maybe wide receivers, and they are going to be the ones who need to prove themselves.
I mean, against the starting Jets defense, should be able to score.
I imagine.
I mean, the new Aaron Glenn should be, but you never know.
I'd be very concerned if our starters go 3 and out. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, that's a good point. But they'll play the full first half if they're not getting it going, and at that point, you got to be scared. But I'm sure they'll be fine.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Absolutely.
That's what Russell Wilson was doing a couple years ago. Kept him out the entire first half. Not really his fault. It was also the coach we had at the time, fucking Nathaniel Hackett, piece of shit. Guy from your part of the woods.
Yep. But hey, Aaron Rodgers made a lot of people's careers. Shout out Alan Lazard. So Nathaniel Hackett,
Facts.
chalk him up to the Aaron Rodgers school of making careers.
Yeah. But that takes us into our next matchup. Chiefs at Cardinals. This one's scary for you, Mr. Peebler. You guys don't have any good news in the offseason, and you still make the Super Bowl as the favorite every year. So,
Dude.
let's hear about it. Swifty.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Swifty bullshit. No, dude. I mean, we always have something bad that happens in the fucking preseason. Where like this year, our rookie Josh Simmons, right tackle out of Ohio State, he got in a fight with one of our D tackles, and the practice actually ended early. To where, like, there's no new news. Like, the only thing that's kind of new also is with Rashee Rice. He has to serve 30 days in the next 5 years, with just because of his whole accident, and he's also questionable with it.
More good news, basically.
Yeah. There's nothing new. I mean, we drafted a wide receiver out of Utah State, Jalen Royals. He's going to be playing pretty big, him and Josh Simmons, into the preseason game. And they did say Rashee, Xavier, Isaiah, and Mahomes are all playing. They didn't say anything on Kelsey, but they'll probably play around the same as what Garett said with the Packers, 2 to 3 drives. Maybe a quarter max. That's kind of what Andy Reid does, is play all of them one game for one quarter. So, and then they kind of sit just to get their second strings, which a lot of their rookies are like backups. Like our starting is like Chris Jones and Drew Tranquil and George Karlaftis, but then right behind him in the second is like our rookie Omen Norman Lott. He's a D tackle out of Tennessee, and so is Aston Gillette, who is right behind Mike Dana, and he'll probably be swapping in and out. So it's just, there's nothing new, but we're also like, it's the what if every year, because it is Mahomes, and then you're going to hear the referee bullshit that we're in the favor, and it's all paid, but
They
it's
got
just
fired,
the fact
though.
of
The 2 refs.
Yeah.
So,
but we also have a
out.
very big I wouldn't say chip on our shoulder, but after the absolute ass beating from the Eagles in the Super Bowl, it was pretty pathetic to go that far and then just get, the only reason we scored was because of, one, Xavier Worthy, which is our second-year player. He's going to have a really big year this year, but also just because like they put in Kenny Pickett and all their backups. Like, it's just, we have a really big chip on our shoulder, and now we just have to keep out of the Super Bowl era. And then, like, there's drama with Travis Kelce because it's so far his last dance. And he's lost a lot of weight, but now he all of a sudden wants to maybe play more than one more year. So it's just
classic.
There's not a lot. Yeah, he's trying to be Jason, just doesn't know when to quit. So, and it's like we have Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, again, and then Xavier Worthy was on concussion protocol, but I think he got cleared. So then we have Juju and Sky Moore, which Sky Moore hasn't done much. I talk very highly of him before the show, so it's like there's no new news besides like Gardner Minshew is a backup now, and so is Bailey Zappi. It's just like a bunch of old cool backups to have.
I was gonna say, don't disrespect Uncle Rico.
Oh, exactly. But it's not like it's not much of an upgrade from Carson Wentz, bro. Like it's just.
Hey, Uncle Rico can throw that pigskin a quarter mile, all right? No disrespect on his name.
Oh,
dude, y'all remember the fake spike from Bailey Zappi?
Yeah.
That moment lives in my head forever. Don't you want to see that from the Chiefs, man? Amazing.
Dude, I'd rather have Taylor Heineke, bro. I'd rather have Heineke in that backfield.
Just roll out Bailey Zappi and Uncle Rico every other game.
Save Mahomes for the
Oh my
playoffs.
god. Dude, we had to thank fucking Chad Henne for the playoffs most of the time, dude, when he was hurt. He got us to the Super Bowl.
Facts.
So, but it's just, and like our running back situation, Pacheco, he's a big name, but he didn't really have big numbers because he broke his fibula. And Kareem Hunt, we really used him for the red zone. Like we have big names, but they haven't been great turnouts. Mahomes had one of his worst years of his career last year, and he wasn't a top 10 quarterback or a top 5 quarterback in my opinion. Travis Kelce didn't have a great season until up to when we played the Chargers, and I think in week 6. So it's just there's a lot of holes, and there's a lot of things we actually have to come up across this year that we probably haven't. Like we don't see like, yeah, we're the top for the Super Bowl, but also are we a true threat? Have people figured us out? So it's a real true test this year of actually how we're actually going to be. And preseason, I don't think would show much. The Chiefs always play terrible in the preseason. So it's just, and there's no one really fighting for spots. It's predetermined. It's like who we draft our second and third string players. So it's like they'll make the roster the first 6, like Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Juju, Sky Moore, and Noah Gray. They're all going to make the roster, and they're there every year. So it's like, is there something new? What's Andy Reid going to cook up this year?
I don't know
So,
if they think these guys are just gonna turn out or if it's more focus on the defense. Like they should have
yeah.
given up on Kadarius Toney so much sooner.
Oh, so much sooner. And honestly, I don't know why we have Juju. I mean, Juju has that one catch a game that's 50 yards, but other than that, he's got 3 catches for 12. And Noah Gray, I mean, they put him in at wide receiver too sometimes. He's our tight end too. And that's only when Kelsey's in. And then like we signed Robert Tunyon out of the Packers, and now he's our tight end 3. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? And then like our right guard Trey Smith, we just signed him to an extension, but he was one of the most flagged guards in the entire season last year. And now we got a rookie left tackle. We of course have Creed Humphrey, but then Jawan Taylor. Like I think Mahomes was under pressure a lot.
I think
So
Tunyon
and
isn't like something to sweep off. He's alright. They do a
yeah,
lot
I
of
mean
tight
it's
end
just
stuff.
yeah. I don't know. It's just, and we didn't really get to the quarterback that much, even with Chris Jones and Karlaftis. Toward the postseason, I never saw us get to the quarterback. So,
Yeah.
and we got rid of Willie Gay. We have Nick Bolton does great, but now he's got Jack. How does it say Corcoran? We've never heard of this guy, and then we have a rookie Jeffrey Bond, third string behind Tranquil and Cam Jones. So it's a lot of what ifs, and the difference between all these dudes are monumental. Like it goes from ginormous to not so big compared to NFL players. Maybe average Joes, they're ginormous, but it's
Yeah.
like when it comes to the league, it's really hard, and size does matter in this,
Hey,
and
Jax,
like, huh?
sorry to interrupt, but I saw a statistic that since year 2 or 3, Mahomes has pretty much regressed in his stats every year since then. What do you think
Mm-hmm.
about that?
I mean, you can't even blame the fact of how his targets are. Like last year, we had the most drops in the entire NFL. We just couldn't catch the ball. But also, it's the fact of is it really him or because when he goes out of bounds and stuff like this, like he's just too busy trying to not get tackled or he's trying to extend a play to where he just needs to throw the damn ball away. And I feel like also we don't have much help in the run game, so then it forces him to throw like Geno Smith 43 times a game. It's not going to work out. Like to where at the beginning it was, we had a run game. We had like Clyde Edwards-Helaire when he was there, it was not good. We had to throw the ball. And then when he took time off, and then we had to sign Kareem Hunt because Pacheco was out. It's just you can only put so much on him, but also they set such a high bar for the dude, which he's accomplished so much, and only in his second year he blew up after 1 year behind Alex Smith. So it's like I think they just have such a high standard of what the game is supposed to be now. It's like his numbers are getting worse, but also you see dudes like Josh Allen where he has like no names and he's leading the fucking Bills to the AFC championship, almost a Super Bowl, but it's Mahomes that he just has trouble beating. But it's also like Joe Burrow. He's the only person to beat Mahomes 3 times, and Joe Burrow has an even worse line than the Chiefs do. So it's just you got to make with what you do, but also I think he tries to do a little too much. Kind of has rookie tendencies, in my opinion. He tries to extend the play when he can just roll out, throw it away, and we again. So
Everyone remember
I
that.
think he's
Patrick
got
Mahomes has rookie tendencies. That's from
it's
Jackson Peeler himself.
Put it on the headline, ESPN
put it on
banner.
the headline. Yep,
Yeah, I have to
he's
disagree.
got.
I think, I mean, like you said, the drops thing and just the shit situation. I mean, this happened to Brady a couple times. Like, everyone's like, oh, is it over? He's a generational talent. And as much as we
Oh,
call him a
he's
bitch, like, he carried that team to a Super Bowl with nothing. So,
oh, dude. And even with his ankle, like he had a busted up ankle. He couldn't run, but he had to. But
yeah,
it's
what?
also it's
It was
just
like 3 years ago when he won that game with the broken ankle. That was the original Bills Chiefs
he
game.
sprained it 3 times. Yeah,
It's like,
he
yeah,
had a
dude.
sprain. I think a third-degree sprain, and he couldn't run. And then he didn't want to leave, but then Andy Reid made him get it checked out. And then that's where you see like him mic'd up saying "God damn it" and getting in fucking Andy Reid's face and running to the locker room. So it's just I don't know
It's a
because I mean he
longevity
does make
game because he can't just angrily
yeah
win the games anymore. He's got to play the game within the game.
it's and I mean I'll say this every year, we have to have a run game. We have not had a run game in my opinion since honestly Jamal Charles. Like we haven't had an established run game. Like it's just yeah we have big names. Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco runs it. He doesn't. He was injured. We had Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He was a bust, and we drafted him round 1, pick 32. Kareem Hunt, he was great when he was there, but then he got in all that issues, and we brought him back, and he's just kind of like he's like a little bit better Eddie Lacy, in my opinion. He's just a big, thick, red zone running back. So, and then we have a speedster, Elijah Mitchell. Like he was great in San Francisco, but also San Francisco is known for their running backs. Like he had Jordan Mason, that breakout running back for the Niners when McCaffrey went out, and McCaffrey's McCaffrey. So and Elijah Mitchell was great when he had his touches. So it's really the fact that we have to have all sorts of offense running through. We can't have Mahomes needing to throw on the run across field and somehow making the play extended like he's falling when he threw that ball mid-fall against the Buccaneers and he completed it. Like Jesus Christ.
Are those on the
And
numbers and the dude just didn't catch it?
yeah, like it's just like he shouldn't have to do that. He should have more than 1-2 seconds of time before he even has to roll out or step inside the pocket just to move. So we have a big proving point to do this year. I think we can be Super Bowl contenders, but if we go off of the Super Bowl era last year, we're going to get our ass kicked every week. The Bills will kick our ass, and then it's the Bengals we will just get ran through if we think we're stuck on the Super Bowl era like that. It's done.
The Bengals got to prove it
So
to me before everyone hypes up the Bengals. They got to win game 1 of the season before I even take them seriously.
yeah, I mean, I think
It's not till
Joe Burrow is
October.
going to have a
Joe
big.
Burrow comes out in October.
Actually, the
Those
Bengals
are
are trying
important
something.
games in the beginning of the year.
The Bengals are actually trying something different this year. They're having Joe Burrow and the starters play more during the preseason to try to get the engine started quicker.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
and I mean
have
they
to.
should
That
because they
was
do.
always
Like,
my argument to you when we talked about the Packers. Was they always played a shit first game because we sat the whole preseason.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. But at least ours is a shit first game, and then we get the truck moving. Bengals is the entirety of September. I mean, their record the last 3 years or 4 years in September has been at best 1-3, maybe 2-2. Like they've not had a positive record in September since Carson Palmer.
That
It's
sounds
just
right.
hard with like preseason too, because like, dude, you guys get guys tearing ACLs in fucking practice and training camp, like, and this is a full blown contact. I'm gonna kill you. And then if these rookies are trying to get a spot and they get their hands on Jordan Love or Mahomes, dude, you're it's
Yeah.
gonna be a goddamn mean machine out there. Like it's going to be gnarly. So you can't play them, but also you guys got to get your asses into gear. You guys haven't done shit for 3-4 months. Like it's you guys got to get the ball rolling fast.
I
Like
mean,
this is not
what
like
was the
the
score?
Chiefs start slow. Like the
Sorry,
Chiefs
man.
start retarded. Go ahead.
What was the score of that Patriots game last year? Like, wasn't it 7-0?
Yeah.
It's like that
Which
is the
one?
kind of
Yeah.
thing that tells me not to take the Bengals seriously. That first game they
Well,
dropped.
even or wasn't
It
the
was 16 to
Vikings?
10.
Oh,
Wasn't
okay.
it Vikings and Raiders that had a straight field goal battle? Like it was literally like straight field goals. And I
Was
think
that
the
last
field
year?
goal kickers even missed. Yeah, last year. Wasn't it like a 3 to something game in the fourth and it came straight field goals? No one was driving like the ball at all. I don't remember what game it was, but it was just
Maybe.
sad.
You see more of that these days, I feel like you don't have
Mm,
a top 15 quarterback in the league and your offense can't get shit done. But
yeah.
enough about
So-
top 15s. Let's talk about the top 1 quarterback next year, Bo fucking Nix.
Who?
Shut the fuck up, dude. You glazing ass.
Who?
So before we even get shut up. Before we even get into the Broncos Niners, Sean Payton has hosted 6 teams that he said in the preseason that he believed could win the Super Bowl, or he's coached, not hosted. This is his 7th team that he's gone out and said, I believe this team can win the Super Bowl. And that's based on the back of the best defense that's going to be around next year. And then an offense that's figuring it out. And a quarterback who really does have the ceiling to shock the world like that. So it should be exciting. But going into this game, I'm excited for some big position battles. We've got an excess of cornerbacks, running backs, and safeties. And I just love to hear that. Like those 3 positions are the positions you want to be making cuts at. If you've got everything else established, you're deciding who your third down back is, who your safety is that's going to come in third string and still be a lockdown. These are good problems to have. At the safety position, notably, we added Hufanga from the Niners. We've got Brandon Jones and PJ Locke, who were locked down last year. So out of those 3, one of those guys can't start anymore. And I know you're going to say Locke, right? It's probably Locke. Brandon Jones, I mean, I think Hufanga is going to be great. Cornerbacks, Pat Surtain, Jahdae Barron, Riley Moss, Jaquan McMillan. We already know he ain't gonna be it. But between Moss, Barron, and Surtain, I mean obviously Surtain's making it. So between Riley Moss and Jahdae Barron, that's gonna be a fun battle to watch. And Moss got burned late season last year and people hated on him, but that was because he stepped in after being injured for 6 weeks as a starter because they needed him that badly. And yeah, he got burned, like obviously, but he still played good and he laid down some boom. Like, Riley Moss is right there with all those white boy cornerbacks that are making that comeback. Like he's a beast, and he's out of Utah. I love to see
Hashtag
him play.
exciting mix.
Running back, we got rid of Javonte Williams. Kind of a heartbreaker, but watching his career pan out, it was the right move. Bringing in J.K. Dobbins, I don't feel great about that. You know, he's bounced between like 4 teams these last couple seasons. R.J. Harvey, draft pick, he should be good. Audric Estime, Jaleel McLaughlin, both were getting it done last year, as well as Tyler Bidet, who, when he stepped in, he didn't play a lot, but when he stepped in, he was fast as shit. So we got 5 start-worthy running backs, and we got to choose 4 of them. So we'll see between Jaxon. You were saying McLaughlin is the guy, and I find
I
that
think he's the one
interesting.
that gets cut.
I mean, you're
I think
thinking
he's
more
the one that gets
strategic
cut.
because he's a higher sell, right?
Well, and it's the fact that RJ Harvey, who is he? Where did he go to college again? Didn't he get
It
drafted?
was blue and Gold school. That's all I can remember.
Notre Dame? It's under Notre Dame, maybe?
He's not the Notre Dame.
Notre Dame was good.
Because I know the Chargers got him out of Tulane, but I just think Laughlin. He's 24, right? You said he was 24. He had good numbers for you guys last year, and I know damn well they're not going to cut J.K. after paying him and bringing him in. And Sean Payton loves J.K. Dobbins. Do I think they should keep J.K.? I feel like he's going to be. It's like Nick Chubb, not as excessive because Nick Chubb is now running back one. And he's got no knee, like he's scared to run. But it's just that ACL is not the same. He can't jump cut. He can't do the same thing. But McLaughlin's young enough and produced great numbers to where they can get at least some sort of trade capital for him, like Javonte. I mean, I don't even know what you guys traded Javonte for, but
probably picks.
It'll be better. Yeah, like you guys can get future picks for him, or even a rookie that probably is a little bit better than some. To where RJ Harvey, I think he'll be good. I don't remember what team he was at, but I know you guys are going to have a set running back field, but just the fact of keeping – I mean, you're paying JK a good amount of money to be there, and they flew him out, took him dinner, all this stuff, so they know he's going to make the final roster, and he'll probably be running back one. And then you want to rotate Harvey in there. Like, I'd try to get him to split to see what he can really do, and especially with Garett Bowles on left tackle. I mean, you guys can run some – pretty good outside runs with him.
It's just Melvin Gordon all over again. Like, straight up. Same
with
team
Laughlin?
that we got him from. No, with Dobbins. Like, what are we paying
Got him
him
from the
before
Chargers.
he's done anything?
You're actually only paying him about $2.7 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they got him to like 8.
No, I just looked it up just to make sure. But yeah, he signed a 1-year, $2.745 million contract on June 10th.
Yeah, so
wasn't
props
he
to his
great
agent.
in LA until he got hurt? Didn't he do well until he got hurt?
He got hurt
He's always
in
been
like the
hurt.
third game, I'm pretty sure.
Because when he was going to
I
go
swear
with the
he played
Ravens, he got
almost
hurt in the preseason. And he never really played with them. And then, did he
Yeah,
really
Gus
do
Edwards
much in
took
LA?
over for him.
Yeah, Gus Edwards. And now fucking
Wow.
Derrick Henry.
The
Well, yeah,
Chargers
Gus Edwards
only
is
picked
down
him
LA.
up
Got
because
cut.
Greg Roman was their OC.
Mm.
They didn't even want J.K. Dobbins that bad. It was just Harbaugh likes to run the ball, and Greg Roman was the OC who came over from the Ravens. No other reason they would have picked him up.
That's fair.
Yeah, makes sense.
This
I mean,
what do you think they cut?
someone's out there vouching for him. No, I like cutting JK before we even give him a rep, but it's probably Bidet just because of how it's going. And I see your McLaughlin argument, but if this really is a year that we're making a stab at the Super Bowl, let's keep the best roster.
That is true.
But that's tough to say.
This has nothing to do with the depth chart itself, but do you think Tyler Bidet owns a bidet?
Bro, I do not want to contemplate how this man wipes his ass.
I mean, it can make the difference on if he's on the team or not.
Who knows? Is that guy?
He'll go through the garbage, tell you if he's got a box for one sitting in there.
Oh my gosh. Tyler Bidet. That's a good pun, dude. That's a fucking good pun.
That's what I'm here for.
You know that Charmin Ultra Soft? He's probably into that. Are we talking about this or not? Okay. Dolphins, Bears.
You're not knowing what the day is.
Well, wait, what's your wide receivers looking like? Because you guys have Cortland that just got his extension. Where's Troy Franklin sit?
That's an interesting question. Troy Franklin looking like a bust kind of last year, but obviously we haven't seen all there is to see. I think the clear wide receiver 2 is Marvin Mims Jr. He made some great plays for us last year. And if you give me a 3, I'm like an Austin Vele. He was a rookie last year. He's 6'7". He's easy to pass to.
Devon Vele, you mean?
Is it Devon?
Out of Utah?
Yeah, did I say
Devon
Austin?
Vele? Yeah.
Sorry.
Said Austin.
Yeah, you said Austin. Devon
So you don't like
Baylor?
him that much.
Yeah,
I
I don't remember
I
his
like
damn name.
Devon Baylor, dude.
Yeah,
He was big for you guys last year, and he went undrafted last year.
so
No,
he's one of
yeah.
those grinded out type dudes. So I like him. And then
And he,
Ingram coming in. We haven't had a good tight end target. I mean, Dual Sheech kind of teased us, and then never did shit. And then Troutman, it can catch a ball here and there, but bringing in an
I miss Jake
Ingram,
Butt, dude.
Jake Butt was good. Jake Butt was underrated. And
Jake
Noah
Butt was
Fant, we
good.
got rid of him for no goddamn reason. But we don't need to talk about that,
If you
Broncos.
want Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
No, I like
yeah.
what you guys are doing this year, dude. I really do. You guys have an established quarterback. You have the split running backs, and you got the veteran tight end. He's pretty damn good. I think I like where you guys are going this year. Even though you guys are fuck you guys, I like the way Sean Payton's actually building this
Oh, we're taking the
Broncos over. And
division.
let's
Well,
not
I
get
have the
crazy.
Broncos winning that division.
You? I mean, I bet a lot of people would
Oh, yeah.
honestly agree with you. I bet a lot of people would agree with you.
I have you
Not
guys
me.
I
third.
give them 12 wins. I
You
got them
guys have
going
us
12
third
and 5 and
behind
taking that division.
fucking LA.
Jim
I
Harbaugh's
mean, at
getting
least
shit
you're.
done out there, man.
I don't know, dude. Najee Harris is blowing his eyes out with fireworks, so we'll see how that works out. Dumbass.
They just signed Keenan
You don't need
Allen
eyes to
today, by
run.
the way. They just brought him
They
back.
did.
Keenan Allen, dude. I think Mike
Yeah.
Williams is better when he was there. I think he was better there, in my opinion. When it was between those two.
That's a
Huh?
good move for Keenan. He wasn't gonna do shit in Chicago.
Dude, he wasn't going to do shit in
He
Chicago.
went for
I like Luke.
700 plus yards and 7 touchdowns when DJ Moore still had 900 yards. Roman Dunze went for another 500. Cole Kmet went for
Oh,
another
he's
500.
ready.
We had the worst
He's
line in
fucking.
the league.
And Caleb
The
Williams
quarterback
still
took
didn't get 4,000
68
yards.
sacks.
Dude, he got
took
sacked 68 times.
sacks.
Yeah, he
He
got
should have done
sacked.
one more just for the memes.
Yes.
This fucking guy.
That would be kind of funny about it.
I think
I
if
don't
we're
know.
talking better perspective before we transition to Bears, I like taking the Broncos this weekend. That money line moved from plus 100 odds to minus 250, so it's going in the Broncos' favor pretty rapidly. But again, this is the preseason. Don't put your life savings on it. If you want to have
Who
some
do you
fun
guys
this
pick?
weekend, I'm playing the Niners.
Mm.
No, dude, because better
That's not
teams play
insults.
worse in the preseason. It's like the
Oh, I
reverse
know.
effect. The 0-16 Lions went 4-0.
Bears go like 4-0, 3-0 normally.
Probably.
They do.
Well,
They
speaking
do.
of, the Bears playing the Dolphins. This is a Sunday game, 10 a.m. And yeah, that'll be fun to watch. The Dolphins gonna roll out starters. There's Tua too weak.
I was gonna
Tua's
say I
gonna
don't know if they
fucking go
want
to
to keep
sleep,
messing
probably.
with his head, so I don't know if they're gonna roll out Tua. But
They'll bring out Quinn
I will
Ewers.
say I expect the Bears to play their starters for at least the whole first quarter, just because they're in that Johnson offense. And I know people have been talking shit because Caleb's been slow getting into this offense, but you have to remember he's now had 3 offensive coordinators in 2 years. It takes a minute to learn a system. So think you'll see them play heavily in the preseason. So yeah, I know I hear all the off-season champs for 3 years in a row, yada yada, and yeah, whatever. I get it, but I think the preseason will be good for them to ramp up. Like I told you last week, it's going to take them 4 games to gel, and I think these 3 preseason games will help. So I expect the whole first quarter from Caleb Williams and the starters. I'm excited to see this new look offensive line that got completely retooled and on paper is a top 5 unit in the league with Drew Dahlman. And then we got Joe Tooney, courtesy of the Chiefs,
Idiots.
Johnson. And all 3 of them are signed through 2028. So this is a group that's going to be together for a while. And then the big one is our second round rookie, Ozzie Trapillo, battling out at left tackle with incumbent Braxton Jones, who's fighting to get a contract extension. So that's going to be really fun to watch and see what they do there. And plus, this Ben Johnson scheme's gonna be fun to watch. He is DJ Moore playing a little running back.
I was
hope he
just about to
starts putting
say
some
that.
good
I'm like,
stuff in
dude, they're
the
gonna have
preseason.
some whack shit.
Plus,
Oh.
Luther Burden is nasty. That dude's fast as fuck. He's been burning people at camp all week. I want to see what he does to another team.
I mean, I
you
did
guys
see
do the
Luther Burden
fourth
getting
down.
pitched out though, because wasn't he injured or something for training camp? So then he was slow to learn the system because Ben Johnson like chewed him out
But
for something.
he did, but that was week and a half, and since then he's been clicking.
Oh, good. I haven't heard much since it, but
Hey, are
that's
we
good.
bringing that fourth down philosophy from the Lions? You excited to see some of those?
Oh yeah. As our friend
No,
Nick
please.
likes to say, wheelbarrow, referring to South Park. Look it up. You'll figure it out.
know
I
what
don't
you
have
mean.
time to go on that rant right here. Shout out Nicky Boy Romero. But yeah, this should be an exciting game. Like I said, I don't see the Dolphins rolling out Tua, but maybe A-Chain will get a couple of snaps, but I don't see Hill coming out. I doubt any other starters will take significant snaps. Maybe a drive or two, but Caleb Williams will be out there for a bit. So, yep, there's some rookies I'm excited to see. Brady Jarrett in a Bears uniform will be kind of cool to see. Jaquan Brisker healthy for the first time in almost a year after that very scary concussion that almost cost him his career. This should be a good game. I'm just excited to have football back, boys.
Well said.
Let's go.
Excited.
Fucking baseball.
Just a minute to shout out our sponsor, Hive Tap House. Hive 435 Tap House, located conveniently on the boulevard in St. George, Utah. Me and Garrett actually met there. And
We
this
did.
is the butterfly effect that has led to much everything in St. George. We St. George because of Hive. $10 pizza specials during the season, and what is it, Garrett? $5 course?
Normally, yeah, $5 cores. They usually have shot specials as well on football Sundays. Jersey giveaways are coming back again. Jaxon can finally go because he's legal.
Jersey giveaways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
Finally
finally
21,
got his
boys.
U.S. citizenship. He is legal.
Yes.
Jackson's
About
21.
time.
Go follow his OnlyFans. He's starting as well.
Dude,
Whoa, I didn't know that.
say that yet. It's
Jackson's
not up
OnlyFans
yet.
was the
It's not up
sponsor of the
yet. It's
podcast.
not up yet. You were supposed to wait till next week.
a
It's not up
reverse
yet.
OnlyFans. He sends you nudes every day until you pay him to stop.
That's fucking wild. Oh my god.
That's a good hustle.
Oh, that was fucking great. That was awesome.
Well, that's a good note to end it on. The preseason. No longer the preseason. Almost the season. Patrick
no more Trey
Mahomes
Lance.
is a bitch. Hey, that was cool. He balled out. You know, I won
Hey, you
$100.
did call it though. You did call that shit, dude.
Yes, sir.
You did call that shit on the phone.
And
oh man,
I continue calling the preseason because DraftKings doesn't bother to set real odds, and I keep fucking robbing them. But it's been a good episode.
Yeah, go on DraftKings. Use my promo code Tyler Bidet.
Tyler Bidet, Charmin Ultrasoft. Make this collab happen.
Come on, and Kool-Aid.
I didn't know what a bidet is if you think he's going to get sponsored by Charmin.
No, it's like an anti-bidet type of thing.
Like, fuck bidet.
He's so like not into bidets. Yeah. Make him the Heineken front man.
I'm about it.
Yeah. There's a lot of opportunities. Like, we could bring Tua Tagovailoa on the Talk Tua podcast. There's all these options. All right. No, this is a stretch. This is a stretch.
Yep, we're losing it.
We're losing viewers. We're losing viewers fast.
Thank you for watching the preseason episode. We can't wait to get into the regular season. We've got 2 more weeks of preseason, and then shit gets started for real. Thanks for joining us, Garrett.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for rejoining us, Jaxon, and staying with us, Kevin.
Of
We're
course.
back.
And once
This
again,
season's gonna be
before we
crazy,
end
boys.
it, give you a chance to be like Garrett and get on the show. Make sure you are reposting and tagging us on social media and DM us, and you can win an opportunity to get on the show and hang out with us three degenerates.
Doesn't that sound great?
Win or forced?
Just don't be a Panthers fan. I'm
We
just
might send you a picture of your house.
Panthers catching strays.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. Bryce Young is cool.
If you do a shitty job, though, we will send you 2-3 years to Dagestan and forget.
Oh,
We have that power.
Thank you, Jaxon,
And we are
for getting that one.
oh man.
Thanks
That's
for watching. It's
All
been
right.
another great
Have a good one,
episode.
everyone.
And let me end the recording here.
Yeah,
I'm just waving.
Forever.